Welcome to today's video summary, where we dive deep into a powerful book that challenges everything we think about success and living a meaningful life. The Road to Character by David Brooks invites us on a profound journey, a journey inward, to explore the virtues that truly define our character beyond just accomplishments. In a world obsessed with climbing the ladder of success and stacking up accolades, this book reminds us that what really matters are the qualities people remember us for: kindness, humility, courage, and love. Join us as we uncover the timeless wisdom, inspiring stories, and practical lessons Brooks offers to help us build a life of real character. Let's get started. Summary of The Road to Character by David Brooks. Two Adams, the Inner Battle. David Brooks begins with a compelling framework drawn from a religious philosopher named Rabbi Joseph Soloveitchik, the idea of two Adams within each person. Adama represents the ambitious, success-driven side. This part of us wants to achieve, be recognized, and accumulate what Brooks calls résumé virtue skills and achievements that look good on paper and in the eyes of the world. Adam II represents our inner self, focused on moral depth, humility, and the kind of virtues that people remember when we're gone, known as eulogy virtues. This side longs to be good, to love well, and to live a life of meaning. Brooks argues that modern society pushes us to build Adama form, to prioritize success, status, and external achievements while ignoring Adam II, the part that cultivates real character. He calls for a shift back to the road of character, where we focus less on success and more on virtue. The cultural problem: résumé versus eulogy. Virtues. Brooks explains how today's culture celebrates résumé virtues such as wealth, fame, career success, and skill mastery. These virtues help us climb social and professional ladders. But when it comes time to be remembered or to reflect on our lives, the eulogy virtues matter most: qualities like kindness, honesty, courage, and especially humility. Most people live their lives accumulating résumé virtues, but neglect eulogy virtues, leaving a gap between who they are outwardly and who they are inwardly. Brooks challenges us to close this gap by pursuing humility, self-examination, and moral struggle. David Brooks explores the lives of several historical and literary figures who exemplify this road to character by overcoming personal weaknesses and embracing humility. Each chapter focuses on one or two of these figures to teach lessons about deep character formation. Chapter 1. Frances Perkins. The Virtue of Service. Frances Perkins, the first female U.S. Secretary of Labor, exemplifies a deep commitment to service and justice. Despite facing criticism and personal struggles, she remained dedicated to helping others, especially during the hardships of the Great Depression. Lesson: true character grows through selfless service and dedication to causes greater than ourselves. Chapter 2. Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Power of Humility and Duty. General and later President Eisenhower achieved great success, but remained grounded in a sense of duty and humility. He understood leadership as service and learned to manage his ambition with moral responsibility. Lesson: humility underpins true leadership, and duty must temper ambition. Chapter 3. Dorothy Day, Embracing Inner Conflict and Redemption. Dorothy Day, a social activist and Catholic convert, struggled with a turbulent early life, but turned to faith and social justice. Her story reveals the importance of acknowledging one's flaws and seeking redemption through love and commitment to others. Lesson: character requires embracing our imperfections and striving for redemption and love. Chapter 4. George Marshall: Strength through Responsibility. George Marshall, a military leader and statesman, balanced power with restraint and accepted responsibility even when it was difficult. His life showed how character involves controlling one's desires and acting with courage under pressure. Lesson: responsibility and restraint are crucial to moral strength. Chapter 5. A. Philip Randolph and Bayard Rustin: Courage in the Fight for Justice. These civil rights leaders displayed immense courage in standing up against injustice and inequality. Their lives highlight courage as a key virtue in character development. Lesson: moral courage means standing firm for justice, even when it's dangerous. Chapter 6. George Eliot and George Lewis: The Importance of Compassion and Intellect. The Victorian novelist George Eliot, Mary Ann Evans, and her partner George Lewis illustrate how compassion, empathy, and intellectual humility shape moral character. Lesson: character grows from deep empathy combined with intellectual honesty. Chapter 7. St. Augustine and Monica: The Path of Self-Reflection and Conversion. St. Augustine's journey, from a wayward youth to a saint, involved intense self-reflection and spiritual transformation, supported by his mother, Monica's steadfast faith. Lesson: deep character requires continual self-examination and openness to transformation. Chapter 8. Samuel Johnson and Michel de Montaigne: Wisdom and Acceptance of Human Flaws. These thinkers serve as models of embracing human imperfection with humility and wisdom. Johnson's literary work and Montaigne's essays emphasize the beauty of acknowledging weaknesses. Lesson: wisdom springs from accepting flaws and cultivating self-awareness. Chapter 9. Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath: Moral Realism versus Moral Romanticism. Brooks contrasts Unitas, a humble and selfless sports hero, with Namath, a flashy and self-promoting figure, to illustrate the cultural shift from humility, moral realism, to self-glorification, moral romanticism. Lesson: true character is grounded in humility and realism, not in self-promotion. Conclusion: 15 key principles for character development. Brooks wraps up with 15 practical guidelines to cultivate character, including: admit your flaws and struggle with them. Embrace humility. Choose love and service over self-promotion. Seek the summoned self, living as if called to a higher purpose. Practice regular self-reflection to stay aligned with your values. Accept suffering as a path to growth. Prioritize eulogy virtues in everyday decisions. Build character as a lifelong journey through small, deliberate choices. Final thoughts: the road to character is a compelling call to rebalance our lives by emphasizing moral depth and humility over external successes. Brooks shows us through rich historical examples and philosophical insight that character is not fixed. It is built by deliberate effort, self-awareness, and moral struggle. His message is clear. For a fulfilling, meaningful life, we must nurture the inner virtues that shape who we truly are. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this summary helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more insightful book summaries, and don't forget to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your support means a lot and helps us bring you more valuable content. See you in the next video.